after we couldn't do anything at Mount Rushmore because I would have to leave Winky in the car. She couldn't go any further than the pergola, but everything there is to do at Mount Rushmore is way behind the pergola or the entrance to the camp. So we came to Crazy Horse Monument, and this is the entrance to the Crazy Horse Monument, which is quite interesting. And you can see it up in the distance. You can see the head carved into the side of the mountain there, which at first I thought, well, this is just like Mount Rushmore. They're just going to put his face in there. But then as I got into the memorial area and into the visitor center, I realized that this was going to be so much more than just his face. When we got to the ticket booth for entry, we found out that this memorial is supported totally by the fees that are collected for the parking, the visitors, the money that's spent on site, all of those things. Because this is an indigenous people memorial, this has nothing to do with the federal government or the state of South Dakota. It is all Native American. So we paid our entry fee, and he gave us a little yellow ticket that we could take in with us and give it to them inside the visitor center. And then we could go in and see the uh, dancers, to see the different displays, and to participate in the different exhibits and things that were going on within the center. Okay, so we're on our way to the actual visitor center where the memorial is being constructed. As we get closer, you can see the face of Crazy Horse in the side of the mountain there. And this is where Crazy Horse made his last stand. We're entering the parking area now, and RV parking was up and around on the top parking area. And I was looking for a suitable parking spot in case when I looked to see what the pet restrictions were, in case I was going to have to leave Winky in the vehicle. I didn't want to, but if I had to, I could make a quick trip in because they have a snack bar here that I intended to buy our meal. After I parked, I looked up the information and it said that dogs were welcome anywhere in the facility in a stroller or as long as they were carried. So I have a sling carry thing for Winky that I put her in, and I carried her into the inside of the memorial. I did get a picture when I got up to the entrance, which I posted in the collection of pictures that I posted not too long ago. I guess it's going to, I guess Wednesday was the day, or Thursday was the day that it appeared. So anyway, I did post a picture of that, and I will post a picture of the postcard that I got that is representative of the finished memorial. It's supposed to take 30 years for this memorial to be completely constructed, and it will be the world's largest carved memorial of Crazy Horse on his horse. Now we're leaving the Horse Memorial, and we've been driving for a little while, and there has been some weather. We've had some episodes of pretty heavy downpours as we've driven through this area. And one of the things that nobody ever wants to see when they're driving roads like this, especially when there's weather, is for someone to be injured or harmed. And coming up here on the right, you'll notice some emergency vehicles, and they are clearing the debris of a motorcycle crash that happened in the side of the mountain. Sure hope they were okay. Here we're driving into Deadwood, and it's a historic little town in the Black Hills of South Dakota. It's pretty interesting. This part is pretty modern and up to date. And up here in a little ways, we're going to get into a more historic part of town. This street is cobblestone or brick, and it becomes quite the touristy thing off over to the left where you see the bell tower there. If you go a block up to the left, then you're actually in historic old Deadwood downtown. Here we're just driving in kind of the outskirt of it. That's the city hall and the courthouse that are there. And as we drive through, you see that there are lots of shops and cafes and things along the side of the road. However, there is no parking for RVs or people pulling trailers anywhere for any of these shops or restaurants. So they're missing out on a lot of tourist dollars from folks like me where there's no place to park. So we just drive on through. And here we have driven into Deadwood. It is a historic little town in the Black Hills of South Dakota. Sturgis, and finally entered Miami. When we got to Sturgis, the only thing interesting here was Main Street lined with hundreds, maybe 1,000 motorcycles, and still no place to park an RV. Nothing really much interesting here. We are motorcycle riders and are interested in the Sturgis Rally. I don't know if that's what they call it, but interested in that. And I know that they have lots of rides, like from Sturgis to Devil's Tower, Sturgis to different areas around that they organize for motorcycle rides. And that is one thing I do have to say is that in South Dakota, there were thousands of motorcycles on the road or on the side of the road parked at the different places as we went through. So we're just continuing on up the road and eventually picking up 90